Hello and welcome back to Etruria. Right, we're just heading off to the shop in the Landini after its very, well, I have to give it credit, honestly, for its hauling of all those bloody pallets down to the factory, which we do have more to haul as well, but for the time being, the reason that we're at the shop with the Landini and the trailer, of course, we've got behind still, is because we know that in the next month, so September, we're going to have to load well, not load, but spread much lime, because we do have 4 fields now that require liming, and they will probably require quite a bit of liming, to say the least. Now, I can't say for certain, because once we... I do remember from precision farming in the past that once you've limed a field that has had no liming done before, so let's say you'd lime it once, and then the next season that comes in and you have to lime it again, there'll be less need for it. You know, you use less, essentially. So my hope is that that's the case again. Right, yeah, pH. So, okay, it's looking better than it could. So I do feel like we won't use as much as we think we need, but this field might. And I can't remember how much we had to use. Was it 8 bags? I think we did. I think I might be as bold as to get... I might buy 10 bags of lime and then just kind of go from there. We do have a bit in storage. Not very much, surely. Nah, 400 litres. Yeah, not much at all. But yeah, it's all right. And then... Oh, what's going on here? So it's like when we... It hasn't fully chopped. It only did so much, and I think that's where we ended an episode. So why didn't it continue on the path? There's no swath for straw or anything on the field. That's a bloody shame. Hey, but in good news, look at our environmental score. It's looking quite good. Tillage, right. Meaning what? From my understanding, with precision farming, be it in the past or potentially this one, the need for tilling or cultivating before drilling, it would hurt your score versus help it. Sort of to hinder that score down if you're doing multiple jobs when you could do it in one, for example, with a direct seed drill. So anyways, we'll worry about that later on. We are here now, a bit of rain, not too bad, it's only for a short while. So at least we're not doing any field work, but we'll hop into the shop Merlot here, which I will use to load some... Anything fun in the sales? No, there we go. No, don't need that. Right, to load some lime. So let's quit faffing about and get that sorted. Yeah, we'll use the bags, just easier transportation. I said we had... Oh, bugger, I can't remember. Was it 8 bags that we had? So that's quite a bit. That's 16,000 litres. But you know what? I think we'll do 10 bags. So I'll buy these ones to start. I don't want to overbuy on things. I never do. Because then that's when you get problems. But it is something we will use again in the future, inevitably. So, anyways, let's see if we can... I think we can load 4 of them at once with the Merlot here. The very, very talented Merlot. Yes, brilliant. Let's get those shifted onto trailer nicely. And lovely jubbly. Oh, come on now. Brilliant. Sorted. Go back for these ones. I did actually also, so yes, we do have to get the rest of the pallets from the factory, which we will get possibly this month, before the end of the month. Yeah, normally I don't really, and if you've ever seen any of my episodes, you know that I don't really sort of stop episodes on a month, like a month to month. I don't do a month in one episode, because there's so many things that can happen in a month, and some things that don't happen at all in a month. So I just kind of go with what needs doing, really. which is why, you know, we might get 3 episodes that are in 1 month, and then we might get, you know, 3 months in 1 episode and all that kind of thing. Anyways, there we go. We now have 20,000 litres of lime. 20,441, actually, of lime. But that's fine. That's plenty. That's heaps of lime. We should not need more, but we might not need this much. So it's kind of a gamble, but it's all right. I think it was about, what, £6,000, something like that. So less than that, maybe 4,000 for all of that. So at least we know we need it, and that will be the first job that we do in September, because we can't. Well, actually, we could do it now. Not right now because it's raining, but we could do it this month if we really felt compelled. But I still want to shift those pallets over first. So if anything, we might bring this over to the... Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll bring this to the farm. If we are unloading these pallets, which are these bags, which we probably will, then we'll need the weight. So I'll probably get all that sorted... Oh, have we got caught up? Oh, nearly. We'll probably get that sorted off camera, just the loading of the bags and all that, just because it's such a faff. But at least if we can get them unloaded, put somewhere, that'd be good, ready for September. Just before I forget, though, on the way to the farm here, I do remember, so something I wanted to mention. Now, there was this issue with leasing productions and not being able to unlease them, and apparently there is a way you can unlease them and something like that. Actually, if I remember correctly, let's just try very quickly to see. So if you go from here, from the map menu, go into your production, you visit it, then you go to save, then it should ask you, yeah, okay, so I don't know what's going on there, haven't heard confirmation that actually works. I think it's just potentially a one-off situation, but nevertheless, I had an even better comment on what to do with the production. So in a realistic fashion, which of course I'm trying to do it as realistic as I can with what little I have to use, instead of unleasing the production after 1 month of use or maybe 2 months of use, I'm going to give myself a bit of a rule here where I keep it for a year. Because somebody did, and I apologize, I can't remember who made this comment, but it was actually quite a good shout, in terms of you wouldn't just lease out a massive mill for a month. You just wouldn't do it. You just wouldn't. It wouldn't happen. I mean, maybe, but we're going to play it off as though you can't do that, and hopefully there'll be a fix for it by the time that we do unlease it in the future. Otherwise, we'll sort it out then. But as it stands, I think I will keep the mill, well, and the pasta factory, I guess. We'll keep both of them essentially on retainer for a year. Now, I know that seems like a wasted expense, but that's business, innit? So what we'll do is, after next year of processing flour, pasta, all that, because we are doing one more season of all of that, then once that's done, then we can unlease it. So we'll just say we have approximately like a two harvest contract with them. Not a one and done, but a two and done, if that makes sense. Let me know your thoughts on that. I think that's what we'll do, because it just, again, I'm not trying to be super cheeky, and leasing a production for a month, that's pretty cheeky. Let's be honest. Anyways, enough rambling. I'll go to the farm, I'll unload these bags, and we'll see where we're at with the day. But I would like to still load the rest of those flour pallets at least before the end of the month, so that they're ready to go. Even if they just sat on the trailer at the factory, that's fine. Ooh, this is a bit heavy now for the Landini, but we will make it. Anyways, we'll see you in a moment. Alright, well, as you can see, we are here now at the back of the factory. We're all loaded up with the weight and the flour and all. We did get the lime sorted at the farm. We're all ready for that. Now, I'm hoping that no more pallets decide to appear, and it seems we are in the clear. So once all of this has been loaded, then we are done shifting pallets. Basically every pallet shifting from here on after this will be, well, no more flour. I'll tell you that right immediately now. And this is also in terms of future flour making. We will not be shifting any more flour. We'll take the delivery cost hit to have it shifted over to the pasta factory by a third party, something like that. The pasta itself, though, I think is something we're still going to have to shift about. So we might still need the Landini for shifting that. But we shall see. Oh, I've definitely gone too far there. Yeah, it can be a faff, especially with... There's so many comments saying about, oh, you should definitely use auto load and all that. And yes, I know I probably should have, could have, might do, but probably won't, to be honest. I don't often do it. Just personally, I prefer to load them myself. As frustrating as it can be at times, I just prefer to do it myself. Or use the features available to have them delivered, which I think I will. So yes, of course, there is a percentage, a premium that you pay for that. Right, so I'm not going to faff with these because it doesn't have to be pretty at all. It just has to be done, which is where we're at with these bloody pallets. Now, I'll tell you that much. But yes, so I don't know what the exact percentage is for having the flour delivered from the factory to the other factory, but I don't mind. I mean, as I've said, I'm not trying to rush the series, so I don't want you to think that leasing out this production, doing all this, is me trying to rush to the sort of end game part of the series. I am very excited to get to that part of the series, the next step, the new farm, obviously, but we will enjoy the process of getting there as we get there, which includes a bit of cost, part of business. I kind of jokingly mentioned buying a fifth field, depending on sort of where we're at with everything. Jokingly, of course, but it is still a non-depreciating asset. I think I did see a mod that actually increases difficulty in ways even more. So basically you buy a factory, and when you if you buy a field and then go to sell it on, you get 50% of the value paid. So it basically prevents field flipping and that sort of thing, which I don't really care to do. I can do that myself by working the field at least another year. But yeah, so I could make it even more difficult, but I'd rather do it in the confines of what I currently have going. Which oh my word, see, that's my only issue with pallets, is that they have a bloody mind of their own. There's no reason that would happen. Bloody pallets, tell you. No reason for that nonsense. But it's done. Sorted. Happy days. One more pair of pallets. Just as the sun has decided to make an appearance. And there we go. Okay, so we'll get that on. We can... come on. Again, doesn't have to be fancy. We're not even loading these into the factory. We're just getting them down there, to be honest. Right, is that on the trailer? Okay, good. That's fine then. Perfect. Yeah, we're not loading these into the production. Probably we'll do that in September. It's just that right now we literally don't have room. We can't fill anything else into the production, so that's why we won't be doing that. What we will do is attach back up to the trailer here and make our way to the pasta factory and park up outside. And then, you know what, I'll be honest, I think that might be it for August. We might be able to move on into September and start that liming sooner than later. We also need to ensure that we have enough cash to lease a... well, we need a drill. A substantial drill as well, size-wise substantial. We're not going to be cultivating. We will direct drill all of the fields, but we do want to ensure that we get a drill that is large enough to help with that, especially with field 5, I believe, or 4 or 6, whatever it's called, the bloody sorghum one, the big one, that one. Anyways, we will load this at the production. I'm just trying to think of the course of action here. Yeah, I think we'll... Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Now I'm in someone's field. Okay, this is all going Absolutely mental. I'm going to go to the main road, actually. It's just easier to maneuver from there. So I'll go to the main road. We'll go to the production. We'll see you when we get there. All right. Well, we have arrived at the production. We'll just get leveled out here a bit. That should be fine. And oh wow, okay, never mind. The flowers are all gone. It has room for more. Room for all this? No, but we are getting full up on here. So actually, you know what? I think we have to make that move. But here's the other thing: is that the other production is still, if I'm not mistaken, sending flour over here. So if we are to load this full, which I think I'll do. I think I'll do it off camera because we've done a fair bit of pallet loading in the last couple episodes, and we'll save any more pallet loading for the pasture itself. So what I think we'll do is I will load these into here, ready to, well, basically sat waiting for room, and then I think we're done with that for this year. Other than moving pallets of pasture, of course, which we might have to do early into September, just to clear room, but we shall see, because I think there's a bit of a storage inside the factory as well, so that's good. But anyways, what we'll do then is we will leave August here. I will quickly do the loading again off camera, because plenty of pallet loading, a plethora of pallet loading, if you will, has been done, so that is fine. Now, yeah, then we're into September, and then we can start drilling our wheat in all those massive fields. Now, here's something I wanted to mention just before we crack on. If Field 5 somehow, magically, for whatever reason, ends up not being carrots. Now, okay, hang on. Can carrots be harvested? Ah, bugger. Okay, so there's a very small chance that it will be harvested next month, or the next month. September, October. Massive if, those are done, and this ends up being turned over into a wheat field, I'm buying it. But just simple as that, I'm going to buy it. Actually, if it's any grain, I'm going to buy Field 5. Well, I'll pull another massive loan to buy Field 5, but I think the price would, work out in our favor. Massive if. Just saying, we'll see what happens, and we'll see you in September. Good morning and welcome to September. Right, it would seem the rain has just started to fall, which is a bit unfortunate, but that is fine because we don't really have... excuse me, mate. Do you want this food or not? Watch out. Look at all the little chicks we've got as well. Here, we'll dump out what we can. I think that's all they need. Is that it? You full up now? No, I've done nothing. Ah, there we are. Oh, and now you're short again. Ah, right. We do need to get them more food, so we'll at least get that loaded up. But look at all these chicks. Right, so overnight, I think a few have sold. I think we're full up, right? It should say 30. Yeah, they're already full up. So what we need to do is before the next ones, and we probably should have done this out. Look at the heaps of them. Literally 30 of them. Right, let's have a look at them. Because we don't need... oh my word, we do not need all of these cockerels. So we are going to... yeah, we're going to sell... well, hang on. How soon till these ones are... oh, that'll be another... right, okay. So we need at least room for 10. My word, okay. Let's sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that should be fine. So we will sell this lot. How do we actually do that, though, now? I thought we could just do it from here. Oh, right, from here. What am I saying? Of course we can. Just have to be in the right place for it. There we are. So we have, in our little chicken space, we've got... there we go. We've got all of these chickens, and then we've got roosters here. So we want to keep this one, because he is doing the business with some of those ladies. So we will get these sold. Bit of extra income, that's nice, I suppose. And with how quickly they reproduce as well, we will sell those 9 or 8. Yes. Sold. Okay, brilliant. So now we've got room for another 8. So that should work out really well. Okay, let's take our little wheelbarrow here over to the to the silo, and we'll get that loaded up with barley. We'll just tuck it away for now, but we'll get them fed up. They should be fine for food for now. I don't actually know. You know what? We'll just fill it up quick and tuck it away. Just with the rain coming, we don't want to fill this wheelbarrow up with water. Let's just dump out the water. Get some barley in. Beauty. Right, we'll just nip this back under cover very quickly here. I think we have a very small spell of rain, so I'm really not too concerned about that as far as doing field work. But there we go, so that can stay there. As I said, with field work, as you can see, things are looking a bit rough. Loads of weeds in. We are going to spread some lime before we drill, but obviously not just right now. We'll probably wait till the rain has stopped. What we are going to do, though, so we'll just look at everything. Let's have a look at what's going on. So the production-wise, right, so this is out of space. Right, good to know. This still has some in. Right, so we should actually nip down there and shift some pallets about. And then, yeah, it'll be really good income from all of that. So we do have a yield tracker as well, which is good to kind of see. It'll be much better when we do the fields for a second year. We had wheat in there. Oh, wait, no, we had oat. Year 1, nothing, because we didn't have it. So what about one of the fields we did have? Was it... which one had wheat in the beginning? Oh, maybe they don't calculate what was in there before because I added the mod later. It must have been why. Okay, that's fine then. What else have we got to check? I think that's it. We can check the sales, although we don't really have much to buy. Yeah, it's the same things. So let's nip down to here, exactly where we want to be. The rain is really coming down, but we can at least shift some of these pallets. Now, I think I'm going to move the trailer. Right, there is a car coming, but he'll have to just wait a moment. Yeah, if I can just shift this way, because we're going to be picking up the pallets the other way than we did with the flour, if that makes any sense. Right, we'll just put that there. Sorry, you could have waited a moment, but that's fine. I'll let you through now. At least we're not blocking any traffic, and we can still load pallets, hopefully with some sort of ease. We shall see, though. I really hope I can get 2 of these in on one go. That would be very useful. I was going to stack them, but can we go... No, we don't have the ability to do that, but we can stack them. But can we lift stacked pallets? Now, again, it doesn't have to be perfectly lined up, because as we know with pallets, they can be quite precarious in their own actions, with their own minds and all. But if this works out fine, then it's good. But it is a bit of a tight space. But I think we should be fine. Can we fit? Oh, wow, that'll be perfect. If we can fit 2 across like that... Oh, that's going to be... We have to be dead accurate, though, with that. Oh, why? That top one's going to bugger up the next row. See what I mean? With the bloody pallets. Oh, no. Here, now what we'll do... I might get back in the habit. This was something I had to do in the past, was to ensure the strapping down of the pallets before anything else. Because then, if they were strapped down... and you can't have them flap about or flop about like they tend to do. That was perfect. Now you stay right there. Don't go moving anywhere. I keep thinking this car that's parked up is trying to pass by. Like, mate, where'd you come from? But it's not. It's not at all. Right, so it is raining. and we do have pasta to load at least now, as we're loading, I should say, emptying the factory and loading the trailer up. We will get more and more pasta made, really. Yeah, the Landini, you know what, it's a brilliant little tractor, really is. It's not the best for loading. Now, I'm glad that I know this, and I did know this before, to be honest. It's just not very powerful, but also it's very touchy. It's not a loading tractor, right? It's a tractor I've put a loader on and called it a loading tractor. You know, it's no forklift, it's no Merlot, but it does work. Actually, it works all right sometimes better than others. Anyways, I am not going to talk through this entire thing. As I said before, the only time we're going to be doing any pallet loading will be with pasta from here on out. Well, right now at least. I'm sure in the future there might be other things we want to palletize and load, but for now, we are going to shift this pasta onto the trailer in a cheeky time lapse. Right, okay, let's get this last one out of here because it, as you can tell, towards the end of these pallet loading, there's always something that goes amiss, and this has been it. Bloody pallet under the trailer, not strapping in, right? That's causing issues as well. My word. So yeah, there we go. Pallets loaded very, very masterfully. We are going to completely leave the pallets here. We're not going to look at them anymore for a bit. We're going to just leave the trailer here, leave that pallet there. It's safer under the trailer as it's not getting wet. We'll shut this down because what a mess indeed. Right, so that is, though, the loading sorted, I guess, for now at least. That is not too bad at all. I believe that was probably 17 pallets. So what have we got here? Right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that's much more. 24 pallets. Okay. So that is really good. And then that means that this is actually processing this flour. And I would imagine that the flour at the factory is also being processed. So they are being kind of processed simultaneously. This will obviously fill up very soon to show maximum amount. Yeah, the amount of pasta that we have is... What does it say we have, actually? It was just there. Right. Oh, no, that's flour. Pasta 24... So, yeah, 24 pallets. There we go. And then the 8 something is in the production. So that is good news. We will sort that one out. And probably these out as well. As you can see, they've started to come over onto this side a bit. So we'll try and get those leveled out. If we can load all of the pasta onto what, I'm definitely going to clean this up. Yeah, even if I bring the Merlot down, I can kind of shift them a bit better than with this. But I might still just do that later on. Just get those strapped in for now so they don't fall over. But there we go. That's that sorted. Now we'll head back over to the farm because the next time that the next episode is when we will be starting our field work I can't say for certain that it's the final time on this farm, because I just genuinely do not know. We have a lot to consider at the other farm. So here's my thinking, at least. If we we could go along and calculate sort of how long this could take, as far as, you know, finances and all. So we own 1, 3, 4, and 6. So 1 includes the farm. So I mean, if we were to do even like a rough sort of calculation on everything, so that's about 4. That's about 90. That's another. Call that one 110. This one's worth the most. Call that 295. That's 8, 9, about 900,000. Which is not really even close to what we need. We'd need to sell another £1 million of a flat. Maybe I'm completely underestimating how long this will actually take as well. Plus, that's what we own money-wise, field-wise, I should say. But we do still, of course, have the loan to pay off, which is going to be about 300,000. So even we might not even make that amount from the pasture at this point. So we do definitely need at least one more season. As you can tell, it might be a bit before we're into the next farm. It could be another season even at this point. But we shall see what happens. I mean, as I say, we can pay off the loan, do all of that, sell everything, except for what we need to run a farm, because we have this farm and we're not going to sell this farm till we're in the other farm, ideally, or be able to pull a loan to buy the other one and then sell this and then pay off the loan. That's the other option, but that's still a big chunk of money that we need to sort out that other farm. So I can't really think of another way except for continuing on with creating pasta, really. But we shall see. We're enjoying the process. I mean, I am. I hope you are as well. Bloody pallet loading, though. We'll consider the future of that for the farm. But yes, we would be in a much different position if we were buying all of our kit as well. We'd be a bit more stuck, I would say. We can always do contracts, but they're, you know, even a £20,000 €20,000 contract is still a big faff, because it's usually a massive job, and we've got so much on ourselves that we really can't. We just don't have the time to faff for that, to be honest. But anyways, we shall see how all things go. We're slowly chipping away at it. As I said, if that field next to us, field 5, were to be harvested and then turned to wheat, that could be very interesting. So I am tempted to look at another field to expedite the process, but that would in turn require another loan for us to pay off. So we are kind of going the wrong direction about it, but it does take kind of one step at a time, so we're figuring it out as we go. Anyways, that's enough rambling from me. We'll let the rain wash over us. As you can see, it is stopping very soon, so in the next episode we'll have all the rain gone, the pallets will be properly stacked up, and then we'll be ready to tackle our fields with lime, and then eventually drill them this month ideally as well. So we'll get that sorted in the next one. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have done, cheeky thumbs up always helps out the channel, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Till the next one though, please do take care, and bye for now.